I want to welcome you to a series on behavioral finance that I've been wanting to do for a long time. Hopefully it will be useful to you in recognizing some behaviors in your decision making and hopefully improving the quality of your decision making and the results of your investment experience as a result. By way of background, I want to frame this using efficient market hypothesis. You've probably heard people in our industry talk about the modern portfolio theory or the efficient market hypothesis, which is a theory posited by economists who want to basically prove that markets are efficient. The problem with that is that the actual experience is different from their petri dish, academic, formula-based reality seems to exist. And the best way to frame this is listening to them. And by the way, I teach and have taught in business schools right alongside these proponents of this theory at places like Wharton Business School at the University of Pennsylvania, the Haas Business School at the University of California, Berkeley, and also at Stanford University. What's interesting is if you look at the underlying assumptions, then you find where the problems are. So they are positing that markets are efficient based on many assumptions, but there are three principal ones that I want to frame. First is that all the information is priced or baked into the price of every product all the time so that assets are perfectly priced. For someone in my position that remembers in 2008, when General Electric was $6 a share and I bought it, and now it's $26 to $30 a share, the idea or the notion that it's perfectly priced at both $6 and $26 to $30 is kind of laughable to me. So that's not true. So the second one is that liquidity is not an issue such that there are never a situation in which ready, willing buyers and sellers can execute their trades to someone that is willing to take the other side of the trade. Now again, if you remember the credit crisis in 2009, that wasn't the case. There were entire parts of the market that shut down, that you couldn't even get a bid, for example in municipal bonds. In the real estate market, commercial real estate financing ground to a halt for almost 2.5 years. So that's not true. But it's that third assumption that when you teach, as I have taught, people in my industry that are trying to get one of the certifications that I've gotten, this third one, and you say this to a group of 55 to 65 professional investment advisors, the room just cracks up with laughter, and that is that investors make rational investment decisions. Now, these economists and these academic theoreticians really desperately need this to be true because they are really interested in having their theories published. They can write, articles about models and formulas. They desperately want this to be true. We on Wall Street don't care whether they're true or not because we don't have anything attached to it. In fact, we work with the real world. And the fact is that investors don't make rational decisions. So what has happened in the last few years is these academic leaders have suddenly decided that the financial sciences need something called behavioral finance, which is another way of saying, now this is why people that really do make rational investment decisions, except for these fallacies, and they call them cognitive biases, but you may as well call them mistakes, that people make, which explains why markets aren't efficient. It's not that the markets aren't efficient, it's that people are not rational, therefore it's not our fault.